April 8th combined meeting of the Pine-Richland School Board. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, Ms. Williams.
Mr. Lyons.
Here.
Ms. Misbach. Here. Mr. Kashani. Dr. Campbell.
Here.
Mr. DiTullio. Ms. Goebel. Dr. Carla Meyer. Mr. Moy.
Here.
Dr. Mihalik.
Here.
Thank you.
First, recognition of visitors. If anyone is here to address the board on a matter before the board. Okay. Correspondence, Ms. Williams?
None has been received.
Thank you. Student and visitor recognition, Ms. Hathorn.
Yeah, thank you. We have lots of student news tonight. First up, we have Peer-to-Peer, who earned first place at the Jefferson Awards program last week, and students will represent PR at the national program. Students who presented at last week's awards program included 9th grade Sage Slutz, sophomores Charlotte Menke, Michaela Schiffer, and Kareem Zine, and juniors Enyo Aquena, and Julia Simondinger, and Anna Wagner, and Levi Wentz. So congratulations to those students. If you know about peer-to-peer, they tend to work on projects that break down social barriers, and they were recently at Eden Hall helping students talk about friendships and bullying and all of those topics. Also, we had more than 36 Pine-Richland High School students qualify for the Pennsylvania Future Business Leaders of America state competition, which is being held through Wednesday. Students will be participating in various individual and team categories from accounting all the way to sports, entertainment, and management. So good luck to them. Senior Victoria Compernol and junior Annalie Demetris earned second place at the Pennsylvania Association of Family and Career and Community Leaders of America competition. Victoria will compete nationally in June in Anaheim, California. Also, junior Joshua Kelly earned a silver medal in that same competition, and as you know, those students compete through A.W. Beatty. Also, sophomore Luke Yoen, who is studying automotive collision technology, and junior Joshua Kelly, who is studying carpentry and building construction, also earned Student of the Month awards for February through March at A.W. Beatty. Also, A.W. Beatty's For Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology robotics team earned the Industrial Design Award at the first regional robotics high school competition. They competed against 44 schools, and from Pine-Richland, sophomores Max Romano and Akash Kogtakoda and 9th grader Braden Deviney were part of the winning team, so congratulations. Also, our own high school team finished first place out of 21 teams at the Southwestern Pennsylvania Bots IQ program at Butler Community College. Also, we had winners in the High School Advanced Video Digital Media Arts Consortium Awards from our Advanced Video and TV Production class, sponsored by Robert Morris University. Juniors Jonah Ansel and Brock Wolf, and seniors Ryan Bowler and Michael Granati, and Caleb Grogan and Darren Geisler earned the top awards, so congratulations. Also, we have tons of PMEA music program award information to mention. Topping the list is junior Olivia McGeary, who was selected to perform at the PMEA All-State Choral program this year, so that's a big accomplishment. You can also check out the rest of them at pinerichland.org. The Pine-Richland High School varsity hockey team made quite a run at the USA Hockey Division I High School Nationals Tournament in Cleveland. They went 3-0 in matchup play, just falling short in the quarterfinals. The team also, as you know, earned the Penguins Cup championships and the state championship title. So volleyball player senior Luke Olson is also being named to the All-American watch list, and this is conducted by the American Volleyball Coaches Association, and this is a first for the boys volleyball team at Pine-Richland. He's also named a WIPIO Player of the Week, so congratulations to all of our students and teachers and other staff members who contribute to their successes. Also, I did want to mention that This weekend, the students did the mini-thon, and they raised more than $24,000 for childhood cancer. So that's quite a big accomplishment. So congratulations. Also, speaking about staff recognition, we do have a special recognition tonight of a retiree to make note of. Probably as you make way on campus, you, or like me, you can't help but notice how well maintained the campus is. Maybe if you don't, it's just something you take for granted. Regardless, that is just one of the many things that we can thank Mr. Gary Zhang for under his leadership and direction as Director of Facilities Management. And as Dr. Miller has mentioned before, enrollment has more than doubled since Mr. Zhang began working at Pine-Richland School District in the late 80s. And during that 30 years that he spent at PR, Mr. Zhang had the opportunity to oversee many projects, including the construction of the new high school in 1993, additions to the high school in 2000 and 2012, and the completion of the stadium, which was in 2001. He also led the renovation project that transformed Richland High School into Richland Elementary School, a K-3 primary school. And he also oversaw the construction of Eden Hall Upper Elementary, which you know is home to grades 4 through 6. And these are just some of the projects that were developed under his leadership. He also had the opportunity to oversee many renovations at the primary buildings and middle school. And not only did the scope of his work cover those buildings, but it covered the maintenance of the grounds, the facilities, and that spans not only secondary campus, but the 4 primary and elementary campuses and dozens of athletic fields. So what you may not know, prior to working at Pine-Richland, Mr. Zhang worked at Shadyside Academy, and he was at the senior school as the master mechanic and electrician. In addition, Mr. Zhang has worked in a variety of industries, maintaining and fabricating and installing machinery. Those who know Mr. Zhang best say they will miss his wealth of knowledge he has amassed during that 30-year tenure at Pine-Richland, and he did take great care in every project he assisted with and led through the years. And anytime he asked something from Gary, it gets done, and that's most appreciated. In turn, he says he'll most miss the staff, but believe it or not, he says he's going to miss getting up at 3:30 a.m. on the weekdays. He said that. I don't know why. In retirement, he does hope to spend more time with his family and his wife, Sandy, who's here tonight. In fact, they've planned a nice cruise excursion to the British Isles, and you probably know Sandy, too, from Food Services. So they have a nice trip planned this summer, and we do like to present you with a gift that you'll be able to use on your travels. So,
Ms. Hathorn, before we do that, just wanted to add something. Because the projects are something you see, and it has been a pleasure working with Gary. You do look more tan than you were on Friday.
I think Lorraine said I have a glow.
Yeah. Okay. But in addition to the projects, so much of Gary's leadership was with the people of the department. And, you know, that it is a challenging leadership and management role to work with so many employees within maintenance and custodial, and to be able to do that, to develop those relationships, to know how to be clear with expectations and yet flexible in understanding he's going to be working with just a wide range of people with various approaches is significant. That is not something that's something learned, and that's sort of the nature of who he is. So in addition to the projects, that is appreciated. Using the Hance relocation in the fall, Sandy, as the head chef and cook and manager at Eden Hall, it's just another example of how their family has impacted Pine-Richland in the way that they are able to work with others to get the best out of them. He's built networks, relationships with so many. It's like the mental Rolodex of contractors and businesses in the area to really know at an instant who and when and why and where and how that fit the last time. And it's very hard. That can only be amassed over decades. and know that it is appreciated, by all of us. So thank you, Gary.
And not to sell those soft skills short, but I know there was some really practical skills. You always looked out for the best of the district's interests, and I think you kept a lot of things running out around here longer than maybe we had the right to. We're going to replace that chiller tonight just for you. I hope that was one of the ones that was giving you problems over the years. I mean, there's more that goes on there than everyone sees. So your presence will be felt both in the hardware and in the, most importantly, the people for many years to come.
Did you want to share comments? If you
Sure. Sure. Yeah. Well, first of all, I would like to thank the board for their support, and past board members also. In my 30 years, I've had just overwhelming support in what I need to do to keep the district running as smooth as possible. Current administration, Dr. Miller, I thank you. You've been just a big supporter, and it's been a good 30 years. A few bumps along the way, goes without saying, but it's been a good 30 years, so thank you.
Rachel, if this was due to your interest, you could do something.
Congratulations. Thank you. Barn.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, and thank you for your support of the blood drive, too.
Take a quick peek at that and see if you like it. And if you don't, Rachel made the decision.
Very, very.
Do you know what that is?
Is it a passport?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a personalized passport. It's pretty cool.
That is very nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
I figured it wasn't a suitcase.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
You're good. Thank you.
I'm confident on the chiller. You can go home.
You didn't change your cell phone number, did you?
But now.
Good.
Thanks for the idea.
Thanks, Gary.
Fantastic. Well deserved. All right. Item 1.05 is a motion to approve the meeting minutes as attached. May I have a second?
Second?
Any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? The motion carries. Strategic plan update, a quick word, Dr. Miller?
We've written them for this meeting in a way that I think the public and the board can see it. So unless there are any specific questions, we have three basic things here. The quarterly update of our current key initiatives, significantly the strategic plan for the next 4 years, which we are very proud of the product that was developed by so many voices and reflects a very clear roadmap. Because it reflects a clear roadmap does not mean that we don't monitor and adjust annually. We do. And having agility is important to who we are as an organization. But at the same time, we have our plan and we feel good about where we're headed. And PDE also, we need to post this publicly. That's the comprehensive plan. And then finally, at a suggestion of a board member, Mr. Lyons and I spoke with the Township of Pine and the Richland Township supervisors and managers last week. This happens annually. It is a very positive, productive opportunity to share highlights, so we attach the presentation for public awareness.
Which is a great idea. Thank you.
That was
So,
Mrs. Misbeck.
good idea, Christine.
It was very good. I really found it meaningful.
Finance, Dr. Campbell.
All right. Item 3.01, we have a motion to approve the financial reports dated March 31st, 2019, and accounts payable dated April 8th, 2019, in the amount of $486,679.98, and paid accounts for March, April in the amount of $7,345,808.71 as listed.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 3.02 is a motion to approve budget transfers in the amount of $269,025 as attached.
Second.
I apologize. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 3.03 is a motion to approve the advertisement of the proposed final general fund budget for 2019-2020 school year with the total expenditures of $91,499,535 and total revenues of $91,230,147 with the utilization of assigned fund balance in the amount of $269,389, and also to note no recommended tax increase at this time.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
I'd just like to point out something that's in the budget at this time, and that is we have a capital funding. Mr. Zhang just was recognized, but we have a 10-year capital funding plan that, to the best of its ability, maps out key expenditures over that time period. And one of the long-range strategies that was discussed for multiple years and has been implemented is an attempt to support capital investment through the operating budget. The preliminary budget, or the proposed final general budget here, has about $3.3 million in capital expenditures, about $3 million of which are addressed within the operating budget. And this allows us to continue to maintain and support our capital assets, and at the same time not need to consider additional debt, which aligns with one of our, again, long-range strategies. The other part is the desire to preserve programming within the district, because it is that programming that helps us achieve our mission. So there's a lot of things at play there, and we feel really good about what is recommended here for the 2019-20 school year. As we have indicated, and as we look at that capital funding plan as it continues, there will come a time when we need to consider additional millage implications of small increases or adjustments in order to support that those future capital projects. But that time is not now, and we're very thankful and appreciative to have this presented here for the board.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say yes. Yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 3.04 is an approval of check signers. So it's a motion to approve the following individuals as check signers for the accounts listed. For the Pine-Richland High School student activities, we have Nancy Bowman, Robert Pushkis, Stephanie Sviller, and Thomas, is it Salopek? Salopek. Also for Pine-Richland High School Athletics, we have Nancy Bowman, Sean Simmons, Robert Pushkis, Stephanie Sviller, and Thomas Salopek for those check signers.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 3.05 is an information item for refunding of general obligation bonds, refunding Series B of 2011. Dana, do you want to give a recap of the, pertaining to that?
At this point in time, we have an information item on here referring to the refunding of Series 2011B. We are going to recommend that for action on May 6th. Currently, we are looking at a few different options for this refunding, but we are leaning towards shortening the term of this overall debt, which will provide significant savings in terms of this bond issue. So at this point in time, we are looking at that as our option. It would bring in about an 8% savings for this overall debt issue, but that's based on market conditions as of today. So we will continue to work through some of the behind-the-scenes paperwork between now and May 6th. Mr. Masidi from PNC Capital Markets and I will be working on some of the draft official statement language that would need to go out once that's all advertised in public. We will also be scheduling our bond rating call with Standard & Poor's, and we will keep you up to date with all of that information. If there's any questions between now and the planning meeting in May, please let me know.
Thank you. Item 3.06 is another information item about a real estate settlement with St. Barnabas. On February 11th, 2019, the board approved the authorization of a settlement agreement among St. Barnabas Land Trust, the Township of Pine, the Pine-Richland School District, and the County of Allegheny. And we've attached the settlement agreement that has been executed by all parties and accepted by the Court of Common Pleas. And lastly, we have item 3.07, which is a review of the Joint Finance Staff Services Committee meeting that we had prior to this, which we talked about the bond refinancing. Do you want to add anything else?
The only other piece, we did discuss again the bond refinancing. We discussed the budget earlier, but I did want to highlight also that Mr. Kenny provided an overall update on the staffing process. So if anyone has an interest in looking at our overall process and how we approach staffing for the district, please go ahead and review that PowerPoint. Thank you.
It was a succinct presentation.
Thank you, Ben. Academic achievement, Mr. Moy.
Item 4.01, Curriculum Resources 30-day display. Over the course of the 2018-2019 school year, committees of teachers and administrators evaluated curriculum resources for students. On Tuesday, March 19, 2019, core and expanded team members from each committee met to conduct a final review of the vendor presentation evaluations. This comprehensive evaluation process guided the committees in making the final recommendations listed below.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Made it as short as possible.
Just a brief second, if
Yeah.
you don't mind. Again, this is just a nice reminder that these resources, after this informational item, will be on display for 30 days. We do provide our community with other opportunities to come out and provide feedback. We've done that already. So that's in addition to the policy. This is around the 30-day of, again, additional opportunities. So they will be on display here in the library at the high school and at the Richland Library as well. It brings to pretty much a close the evaluation process. You can see there's a nice variety of resources coming forward. There's some additional things we're still working on this year. We're really excited about these resources to get in front of students and teachers. We've got 2 new courses here, the AP Environmental and the Honors Anatomy course. So again, really excited about the resources that we've seen and getting them in front of teachers and students next year.
So, Dr. Pasquinelli,
Yep.
is there still a regular environmental science, or is it now AP environmental science? I didn't even.
We have environmental. We have an Earth and Environment course,
Right.
but this is the new course, AP
Okay.
Environmental. Yeah.
Thank you.
And we have, yeah, good.
Item 4.02, reminder of Academic Achievement Committee meeting. This meeting will be held on April 29, 2019, beginning at 6 p.m. for a presentation of the Social Studies and Gifted in-depth program reviews. This is an off night, and a board meeting will not follow the committee meeting.
We would encourage anybody watching, reading, or listening to this board meeting to attend. The single greatest driver to how we improve our programs and services for kids is coming out of that in-depth program review process. So a lot of good work by not just people within the district, but community within the district, businesses, college, university partners. Significant amount of work goes into those recommendations.
Thank you. Item 5.01 is a motion to approve the submission of the GEDF grant application for Field 6.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Opposed? Motion carries. Ms. Williams, would it be faster to go through 502 to 512 or to quickly consent them if we could?
We can consent them if you don't mind waiting about 2 minutes for me to put it together.
that's good. So in the meantime, items 5.02 and 5.12 are various purchasing approvals by the board. So I'm going to make a motion, and I can make a motion, Ms. Williams can catch up, to approve those en masse, and then we can discuss, or if anybody would like to pull. But first, could I have a second to put those into a consent agenda?
Second.
Okay, so we're in discussion period. Does anybody have any objection to any of those items or would like to discuss them separately? We can also discuss them now if you have any concerns or questions for the administration. I will thank the Eden Hall PTO for their contribution to the playground equipment. So thank you, and thank you for working with them. I know that's something very important to us, and I appreciate their cooperation in that.
While she's doing that, just to add 5.13, again, Florida Consulting, this is to help develop specific, it's information tonight, but it's you know, an important part of our capital funding plan prioritization, how we care for and maintain our roofs and consider warranties and other preventive maintenance efforts that can occur. These types of items matter for next year. As an example, there's a $1.4 million planned expenditure that was shifted into the 2021 year because of this type of evaluation. So now we're looking at more clarity around the specifications to ensure that the work that is done helps prolong the life and maintain the assets that we have. You ready, Barb?
Just about.
Talk more about resources.
I was going to say, would you like me to go?
Owen can do a slide-by-slide reenactment.
Barb, do you want to just record the vote manually?
Yeah.
And we'll just keep going?
Yeah, let's
okay.
do that.
So is everyone ready to vote? The motion before you verbally is a motion to approve by consent items 5.02 to 5.12 on the
5.13.
Is informational.
5.13 is informational,
Yeah.
so I excluded
Okay.
that. But you can,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, no. Okay.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say yes. Yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries. And Dr. Campbell, Student Services, if you could.
All right. Item 6.01, the PDE Special Education Plan for 2019 to 2022. This is a motion to approve the attached special education plan for compliance with the 2019 to 2022 PDE comprehensive planning requirements.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 6.02 pertains to the discipline code. It's a motion to approve the attached Pine-Richland School District Discipline Code for 2019-2020 school year.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 6.03 is the student handbooks. It's a motion to approve the 2019-2020 student handbooks as attached.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes. Yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 6.04, the AIU Travel Trainer Instructional Services Agreement. This is a motion to approve the attached AIU Travel Trainer Instruction Services Agreement for the 2019-2020 school year.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 6.05, the Boys Volleyball State College Tournament. This is a motion to approve the student attendance and application of the Student Discipline Code for the boys volleyball team to travel to State College, PA on Friday, April 26th to Saturday, April 27th to participate in a volleyball tournament as described in the attached request form.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes. Yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 6.06, TSA donations. This is a motion to accept in accordance with Board Policy 702 and with sincere gratitude donations of BattleBot supplies and equipment for the Technology Student Association at Pine-Richland High School from the True Position Inc. From True Position Inc. Company valued at $3,400 and J. Bauer Machining valued at $487.04.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Many thanks to True Position and J. Bauer Machining. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries. Dr. Mihalik, Personnel.
Item 7.01 Personnel is a motion to approve the personnel supplementals and transportation items as attached.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 7.02 District Communications Intern. A motion to approve the college sophomore Catherine Connor, a student at Washington and Jefferson College, as an intern at a rate of $10 per hour from approximately May through August of 2019 in the Office of Communication under the direction of Director of Communications Rachel Hathorn.
Second.
Good luck, Rachel. Nothing helps you learn your job like teaching. Any further discussion?
Help. I mean, she'll provide me much help.
All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 7.03, Trip Request Schools to Watch, is a motion to approve the staff attendance and application of Dr. Dave Christofik, middle school principal, and Mr. Jacob Mensinger, middle school assistant principal, to attend the National Forum Schools to Watch in Washington, D.C. from Thursday, June 26, 2019 to Saturday, June 29, 2019, to accept the middle school's Schools to Watch Award and participate in professional development sessions at a cost of $2,923.45.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Dr. Mihalik.
Thank you.
Mr. Moy.
Item 8.01, a motion to approve a renewal agreement with Sodexo with a guaranteed financial return of $20,000 for the fiscal year 2019 and 2020 as attached.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 8.02, WAN services, motion to approve the contract of the 10G lit fiber WAN services for July 2019 to June 2024 with Crown Castle for the amount of $5,800 per month.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Thank you, Mr. Soberner. All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Item 9.01, board business. We have it up here for reference for the board and the public. Every year, the Pennsylvania School Boards Association at their conference in October has the opportunity for districts to present best practices, lessons learned, and we felt collectively as an outgrowth of our time together in our retreats and the feedback that reviewing on what we've accomplished in terms of group development, onboarding, and board development, setting board goals, et cetera, it was a good time to take a step back and try to share some of that with other board members from around the state. So this is just the application, which is not even a shell of the ideas in the presentation, really, or at best a shell. But it's here to solicit input from board members for public awareness. Also, I say mechanically, to save the date, we may send one or two on any given year, but I would expect and hope that we have as much participation as possible from the board and administration to support the presentation and support those who are presenting. So I'll leave it at that. If anyone has any other comments or thoughts in seeing this.
I'd just say that it's an honor to be a part of it. I mean, the work that is described in this has been my onboarding process to the board, and I can't thank you enough for the work. And I'm glad to be brought on board with something that is an example for other school boards to hopefully emulate around the state. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you, everyone. We'll move into reports. I do have one item to share with the board. I want to thank Christine Misbach again for coming down to the IU this week and casting her ballot. And I am honored to have been reelected to the Allegheny Intermediate Unit Board of Directors for another 3-year term at their annual conference this year. So thank you, Christine.
You're welcome.
Very much.
Mhm. Right.
Do we have any other reports?
Yeah,
from
also,
Christine?
I will be attending a prof meeting, board meeting tomorrow night. They did not have one last month because all their work was being done in committee. And then also on Thursday night, I will be attending, or Wednesday, I have to look and see, but the legal roundup in Monroeville somewhere. Yes. And I will check and make sure I'm at the right place to get that updated. Not jump to the wrong place. And pass that information on to Dr. Meyer. And that's the PSBA legal roundup.
Yep. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any other reports from the administration? Okay. Recognition of visitors. Seeing how there is none, the board will adjourn to discuss a safety item and a personnel item. Have a good evening, everyone. Thanks.
Moving right along.